Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new here, my name is Matthew. I run Shiny Mana Collectibles, a very small collectibles business dealing mostly in trading cards, plushies, toys, and anything else that I personally enjoy collecting. I try to make a business out of it as well. I'm building this up into a full-time income that can support both me and my fiance, as well as a growing family one day in the future. If you're wanting to stick along for that journey, as corny as that sounds, be sure to subscribe to the channel and watch me build this up into something significant and bigger than myself. Today's video is part 2 of going over my personal collection, things that I personally have that I'm not really looking to sell necessarily. Yeah, we're gonna go over a couple things with that. First thing I want to show you guys is my Yu-Gi-Oh binder. I do collect really mainly in like 3 different categories. I collect vintage WotC master sets of Pokemon cards. So that's like anything but the e-reader style. So I do a lot of, I do base set 2, Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket, Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge, and all 4 of the Neo sets. So that's going to be Neo Genesis, Neo Discovery, Neo Revelation, and Neo Destiny. Obviously extremely expensive. This is more of like almost like a lifetime goal, or at least a 10 years in the working kind of goal. It's quite a task to collect all those cards in a master set. So I'm trying to pace myself and not overspend, because I do have a business to run as well. So I can't just spend it all on personal collection, because then I won't make any money to keep the business going. So I have to definitely pace myself and remind myself that this is like a marathon, not necessarily a sprint. I mean, I'd love to complete the set as fast as possible, but especially those Neo sets, they are heavy hitters in those sets. So I mean, it's not going to be something I'm going to get done like this year or next year, but the hunt is what we enjoy. Me and my fiance, we do enjoy going to card stores, and when I vend at card shows, we go and look for cards for my sets and cards for her collection as well. Which maybe I'll do another video with her going over her collection. That might be pretty fun. I think she'd actually like to do that. So we'll do a video together sometime going over kind of her personal collection. But anyway, so I collect vintage WotC master sets for Gen 1, Gen 2, my favorite generations. I do vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's only the good stuff, only the classics, Blue Eyes White Dragons, Dark Magicians, Summon Skull, Karibo, all that kind of stuff in the old sets, not a whole lot of like the new print stuff, but vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! I do collect some of that. And I collect video game memorabilia for my favorite games, typically Nintendo, but not necessarily always Nintendo. Here, I'll see if I can kind of pan the camera around and show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. So, real quick, I do have the Majora's Mask light up neon sign that my brother got me for Christmas. I do have this Oblivion Gate statue that I bought when Oblivion Remastered came out. Probably one of my favorite pieces in my whole collection right here. This is one of my favorite games, definitely top 3 for me. I'm a big Bowser guy, so I got the Bowser mug and the Bowser Mario Kart figure on top of that. And I don't know if you can really see up here, but I do have this Legend of Zelda Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo. Not a super clean copy by any means, but just really special game to me. Definitely in my top 5 of all time. We got this Japanese Super Smash Bros. 64 complete in the box, super clean copy. You can actually pick these up pretty cheap, but look at that old artwork. I mean, you just can't beat that. Couldn't beat it. I got that on my shelf for display up here as well. And we got this Donkey Kong VHS mail-in tape from way back in like the 90s, Donkey Kong Country. My mom actually gave this to me. She passed away a few years ago, and she gave this to me probably like 10 years ago or something. Like, I don't know how she even came across this, but I just kept it all this time since then, and now it's a treasure that I have to remind me of her, so it'll stay in my collection. It's not even worth a ton of money. I think it's worth like $12 or something, but what else we got here? We got these Legend of Zelda glasses on each side of the Bowser mug as well, and the Liu Kang pop vinyl. I'm not big on Mortal Kombat 1 by any stretch of the imagination. I actually hated that game. But I am a big Liu Kang guy in Mortal Kombat 11. So, turn the camera back around. I know I told you guys I was going to show you the Yu-Gi-Oh binder first, but we got a little off on a tangent there, showing you the personal collection for the video game memorabilia I have. But let's jump into the Yu-Gi-Oh binder. If you're not big on Yu-Gi-Oh, you can just skip this section. But I think if you're big on Pokemon, you'll probably like some of these Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well. I find that there is some overlap in the classics for a lot of Pokemon fans. They like some of the classic Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So, first page we got here is Dark Magicians. I am missing one in particular, the Shawnee Jump Dark Magician. I had one, I sold it to get my business started up. It didn't even sell for a ton of money. I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks. So nothing too crazy, but I'll get it back one day. This missing spot right here is actually a faded Dark Magician that I am trying to sell at the card shows only. I don't really want to sell that on eBay. It's a little too special to me to move on eBay and pay a bunch of fees for it, but it's like half personal, half business. Like if the offer's right at a card show, it's a faded SDY Dark Magician. If the offer's right, then I'll take it. I think I can actually show you guys that card. I actually have it right here in my vendor inventory. So I know this video is super unprepared. I'm sorry, guys. I should have been a little bit better prepared, but this right here is the faded SDY Dark Magician. Really, really clean, lightly played. I got a sticker right there, lightly played. I got 100 on the sticker. Honestly, if someone offered me like something close to that, I'd probably take it at a card show. But on eBay, I'm just not really looking to move that kind of stuff on eBay. And I got some more faded cards I'll show you guys in just a minute. So, Dark Magician, my favorite monster in Yu-Gi-Oh, favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's why it's on the first page. I love Dark Magician. Then we got arguably my second favorite monster, the Summon Skull. This right here is one of the most badass cards I have ever seen. This is a Summon Skull. They only made this artwork, I believe, one time. This is the YAP1 artwork for Summon Skull. Just look at the foil. I love that old foil style. You know, it kind of reminds me of like old like Naruto cards I used to have. I really like that plain Jane foil style. It's not as good as Pokemon Cosmos foil, but it's pretty good. I do have a faded Summon Skull to show you guys as well. That is also on that page. Let me just see if I can pull it out of my vendor inventory. Yeah. Faded from Metal Raiders. Summon Skull. I'm a big fan of these faded misprint cards. This is a moderately played copy. Faded Summon Skull from Metal Raiders. Again, if the offer's right at the card show, I'd probably move it. I'm not that attached to it, but it is pretty cool. Then we got the Legendary Gods, Legendary Gods. You know, we got Obelisk, Winged Dragon of Ra, and Slifer, the Sky Dragon. Egyptian Gods is the right word, sorry. I got Pokemon on the brain, Legendary Dogs, and Beasts, and all that stuff. But the Egyptian God cards, Slifer, Winged Dragon of Ra, Obelisk the Tormentor, just a few different copies of those. We got your boy Karibo, Winged Karibos, Karibo tokens, Magic Karibo, all of them. I do got a faded Karibo as well I can show you guys. This is probably one of my most prized treasures in my collection right now. So the offer would have to be really strong, but this is a faded Metal Raiders first edition Karibo. It's heavily played. It's got a little bit of a crease on the top there, but faded factory error first edition Metal Raiders Karibo. $200 on the price tag there. If the offer was right at the card show, or if someone messaged me on Instagram or something, I would probably sell it. But on eBay, like I said, I'm just not really trying to get all those fees, so not really what I'm trying to do. But I'm okay with keeping it forever if it never sells. The offer's got to be strong. Next, we got Blue Eyes White Dragon. I just want to let you guys know this artwork is probably my second favorite artwork, right next to the original SDK artwork. You know, that one right there. Let's see if I can get in. Yeah. That artwork is just phenomenal for Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm a really big fan of that. We got the Red Eyes Black Dragon page. It's lacking severely. And then we got the random, just nostalgic cards. I'll try and show you guys these as I flip through them. Just the nostalgia is so real. Zera the Mant. Then we got Wing Dragon, or I'm sorry, Wing Dragon, Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh! GX guy, so I did like Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. I also liked Elemental Hero Blade Edge, and we got Toon Dark Magician Girl. That's a really good one. You know, it's not worth a ton of money, but everybody loves Dark Magician Girl. Black Luster Soldier, Black Skull Dragon right here at the bottom. We got Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Buster Blader, really, really popular one there. Change of Heart. This is actually a first edition Metal Raiders Change of Heart. We got Dark Hole. I believe that's first edition Legends of Blue Eyes. Elemental Hero Neos. I'm a big GX guy. We got Dark Magician Girl, Harpy's Feather Duster, and just some other classics like the Dark Paladin from Duelist Magician's Guide, Graceful Charity, just all kinds of nostalgia in this binder, honestly. Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon. Again, those are first editions from their sets. Not cheap cards to have. Skull Dice. I love that promo from Eternal Duelist, I believe it's called. Premature Burial. We got Magician of Black Chaos. Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys the binder. Time Wizard right here at the bottom, as well as Snatch Steel. I'm missing some classics out of there for sure, like Delinquent Duo, and like I said, the Shoney Jump promos are pretty sick, so I'm missing those a good bit. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those things that's sort of on the back burner. I definitely have it in a binder, but I'm not really like out looking for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm out looking for Pokemon for my master sets. Speaking of which, that's the last thing I'm going to show you guys today. We picked up some cards for the master set. A couple days ago, me and Summer went out to shop at some collectibles stores. And this is what we got right here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon cards for the master set. So I'm going to go over those with you guys right here for the last thing I'm going to show you guys. First of all, we got this Rockets Hitmonchan from Gym Heroes, and I'm gonna try and show you guys the swirl in these, but honestly it's a little hard to catch on the camera. A lot of these are really, really swirled up. I like vintage swirls, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show you guys on the camera. I can't get it to pop up. A lot of those are really swirled up, and I'm a big fan of swirls on my vintage cards. It makes me just want it just that much more. We got the Dark Weezing from Team Rocket, the hollow Dark Weezing from Team Rocket. Love Team Rocket, probably one of my favorite sets of all time. Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge, Team Rocket. I love Team Rocket. So we got Espeon from Neo Discovery, non-hollow Espeon, Neo Discovery. Really good pickup there. We got this beautiful Jumpluff from Neo Genesis. I'm a big Gen 2 guy, so I'm a big fan of the Neo sets. I mean, they're the most expensive ones, unfortunately, but I'm big on Gen 2. I'm listening to Gen 2 lo-fi beats in the background here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Hopefully you can hear it all right, but big Gen 2 guy. I'm playing through Crystal again right now. Heart Gold Soul Silver is probably the best Pokemon game ever released, and just big fan of Gen 2. Gen 1 too, even though I didn't play Gen 1, I actually played Fire Red was my first Pokemon game, but I got the Gen 1 experience for my first game. So, sorry I'm bouncing all over the place, guys. I'm trying to focus, but you know I'm pretty excited to talk about this stuff, so I kind of bounce around a lot. We got right here Ampharos again from Neo Genesis, probably one of my favorite Pokemon ever. This one's got a nice little swirl on it. I just cannot show you guys on the camera because it just won't pop up. But it's right next to his face. Maybe you can kind of see it right there. Really nice swirl on that Ampharos. We got base set Hitmonchan, 2 Punchy Boys, Rockets Hitmonchan, and the regular Hitmonchan from base set. And the last one right here is Muck from Fossil, Hollow Muck from Fossil. So, added a few to the collection. My fiance actually gave me this base set Pikachu to go as well. Yeah, really solid pickups there. So, if you guys, like I said, this is more of a laid-back style of video. I usually do, eBay updates, what's selling in the booth updates, and all that good stuff. But this was more like a laid-back collection showing video. So Hopefully you guys like that and you want to see what I'm personally collecting. I like talking about it in the comments with people. Like, I like talking to fellow collectors. Not necessarily always super sweaty market talk, but I like that kind of stuff too. So, but collection showing is a really good way to connect with people that kind of think the same way you do as far as collecting goes. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see me build this up into a legitimate income over time, over the next probably few years of grinding and working at this, just subscribe to the channel, give me a follow, drop comments below if you guys want to talk about what you're collecting or your vending strategies and all that good stuff. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I'm trying to make some quality content that resonates with fellow collectors, geeks, nerds, whatever you want to call us. So that's about all I got, guys. Check out the next one. I'll be back with the next one soon.